Hello, all my beautiful bitches. We're gonna go for a ride. It's so nice and warm today. Well, it's getting warmer. We're at like 60 degrees, sunny, beautiful. Let's see if Mr. Nut can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, fan. All right, I'm gonna ride this big beast today. It is a Harley-Davidson Streetglide Special, 117 Stage 4 Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle with an S&S cam. It's got 135 horsepower, 128 foot-pounds of torque. We're gonna see how we do, see what we think. So let's go. He tells me the clutch is a little bit stiff, right? Stiff? All right, let's see what we got. All right, clutch, you got this. All right. All right, this is a big bad beast. It matches my scorching orange and denim black fat bob, and my husband, Mr. Nut, put this bad boy together, and we run it around town. It's now become his favorite street glide, even though he's got a fancy 19 CVO. So he said, I want you to ride it and see what you think. So here we go. We're gonna do a little ride. Got some fancy Flow Motorsports footboards, which are kind of interesting. They're different. You kind of have to really put your foot up before you shift. It's got the heel toe shifter, which looks super cool. I like that a lot. All right, let's wait for this slow ass car maybe. We'll get out of here. It's a beautiful day in the city. Sun is shining. This thing sounds amazing. It's got a D&D Billet Cat exhaust. It's a 2-in-1. Leaves that hole on the opposite side in the street glide, but you can put a dummy pipe there. I think he thinks the 2-in-1 works better, runs cleaner. So the handlebars, which I really kind of like actually, haven't ridden this bike but one time when he first got it, after he first put the, after they first started doing the work. We didn't even take it home initially from the dealership. He had it, went straight to the service basically to start doing the upgrades to the Stage 4. So I only rode it one time once he brought it home. It's got a San Diego custom Saddlemen seat with the orange stitching. It's beautiful. So strangely, my reach feels pretty good on this bike for me. I am short, 5'3", and going to the chiropractor, and guess what? I really am 5'3" right now. It's fantastic. But these bars, this hand position, and these bars, they're a 10-inch Chubby, and they actually put your hands in a really nice position. This clutch is a son of a gun, let me just tell you. I have small hands, and it makes you work for it, let me tell you. But the bike overall, I mean, it rides beautifully, which it's a street glide, so why wouldn't it? I love me a street glide. We'll have a little fun in the tunnels here. You know, overall, I can't, you know, compared to my street glide, I guess it is, I mean, it's definitely a beefier bike in the sound, in the engine, all of that. My street glide CVO is just stock, so it's not anything, it's not running anything special, but, you know, it's smooth, it rides beautifully. It's got the Legend suspension, which this one does not have the suspension upgrade, but, I mean, overall, it's a lot of fun to ride. I wish we could get out of some traffic, but I guess that's life in the city, right? So, yeah, we'll try and get up on the freeway here and see if we can't run it just a little bit. So I'm loving doing these videos. It's way out of my comfort zone as far as like being on video. I don't think that's my strong suit. However, I've, you know, after I watch them back, I'm like, wow, I'm not so bad at it. It's a lot of fun, actually, and I love the response that they're getting. It's starting conversations on a lot of these women's groups that I'm part of, and getting tons of feedback, which is tons of fun. I've gotten, so obviously, feel free to comment, feel free to like my videos. I would love that. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, anything you're curious about, anything you have, who knows. If I can answer it, I'd love to share. I had a lady actually hit me up on Facebook after my CVO video and was like, wow, you really inspired me. I'm really thinking about stepping up to a bigger bike, but I don't know if I'm really ready to trade my bike in. I don't want to, you know, the questions that all of us, especially short women, have about these bigger bikes and if we can maneuver them and things like that. And it was so much fun because yesterday she sent me a picture of her on her new Road King Special, and she just looked thrilled beyond measure, which I am thrilled beyond measure for her. So I think this has just been awesome. It's been an awesome experience. The response from everybody has been super positive, which I love even more because I just love inspiring women to get out and ride, and they inspire me as well. So it's, you know, it's a win-win. It's awesome. So we'll jump this bad boy up on the freeway and see what we could do. Oh my goodness, that is rough. Alright, so he wasn't lying about the clutch. It is rough on my hand. Whew, that would be the only downside. Of course, once you're cruising, it's no big deal. You know, I guess one of the questions is how much modification do women generally do to their bike that's not like, I wouldn't say superficial, but basically to make it their own in the looks and things like that. I don't know that I've seen or heard of a lot of women who do the major upgrades to the engine and the stage 1, 2, 3, 4 kits, whatever. So we've done a lot to our bikes. I think it's kind of a cool thing. You know, I don't know if it's totally necessary. I feel like Harleys run really well right off the bat. I mean, you can always use more power, and I think I wouldn't say that's more of a man thing to just like ultimate power, but I'm not sure that, you know, as me personally as a woman, my Street Glide CVO as it is at the 117 feels and does everything I want it to do. I would like louder pipes, because who doesn't like louder pipes? You know, but other than that, I don't know that I would go too much further. I mean, into past a stage 1 with a tune and some exhaust. But no, overall, my impressions of this bike, it's fantastic. It's a blast to ride. It's beautiful. It sounds amazing. I mean, we have not gone or taken this bike anywhere where people are not like, holy cow, what did you do to that thing? It sounds amazing. I mean, it just sounds like a beast, which is why that's what we call it. This Saddlemen seat is different than the one we had bought for mine. This is the StepUp. Like, so this is like the seat on my FXRG. It's a touring version of my FabOp seat. I kind of like it. It doesn't hit that spot like some of the other ones do, even though it's kind of narrow. I know, I'm surprised too. But actually the riding position overall on this bike is really, I won't say more comfortable than my CVO, but more comfortable than I remember. God, this thing sounds so loud. But again. Alright, to wrap this video up, it's a beast. It's a blast to ride. Beautiful to look at, beautiful to listen to. Yeah, twist the throttle and this fucker will go. It'll run out from under you almost. No. It'll get it done though, that is for sure. Fun to ride, especially for a bagger. I mean, this thing feels pretty light. Sounds amazing. Haven't hit 6th gear yet, but that's okay. Oh my god. And we're flying. Fucking nuts. Thing is absurd. And remember, real bitches don't ride bitch. We ride beasts.